Rabbi, can you teach me Talmud? The rabbi looks up and says, you, Talmud? Do you read Hebrew? He says, no. Do you read Aramaic? He says, no. He says, nah, it's not for you. He says, no, I'm a top student from Columbia. I could study this. He says, all right, I'll give you a test to see how you think. And if you pass the test, I'll teach you Talmud. He says, deal. The old man picks up 2 fingers and says, 2 people fall down through a chimney. One comes out and his face is clean, and one comes out and his face is covered in soot, in dirt. Who is going to wash their face? The college student, graduate says, well, it's pretty obvious. The one with the dirty face will wash his face. The rabbi says, no. Talmud's not for you. He says, why? He says, you got to think. He says, what do you mean? He says, this is how it works. The guy who has a dirty face looks at the guy with a clean face and he says, well, his face is clean, so probably my face is also clean. So he doesn't wash his face. It's the other guy who has the clean face who looks at the guy with the dirty face and he says, his face is dirty, so my face is probably dirty too. He goes to wash his face. And the student says, okay, all right, Rabbi, I'm getting it now. You got to think from different sides. All right, test me again. So Rabbi says, okay, 2 people fall down through a chimney. One comes out with a dirty face and one comes out with a clean face. Who washes their face? He says, well, it's pretty simple. We established the one with the clean face washes his face. And the rabbi says, nah, come on, you're really not thinking. You're just accepting everything I tell you. He says, well, what's the answer? He says, it's very simple. The one with the dirty face sees the one with the clean face, goes and washes his face, and the one with the dirty face says, well, we just fell in a chimney. I should probably also wash my face. So they both wash their face. And the graduate says, okay, Rabbi, I got this. Test me again. Test one more chance. The rabbi says, fine. 2 people fall down a chimney. One has a clean face and one has a dirty face. Who washes their face? He says, both of them. The rabbi says, ay vey, you're not thinking. He says, what do you mean? He says, it's very simple. The guy with the dirty face looks at the guy with the clean face and he thinks his face is clean. The guy with the clean face looks at the guy with the dirty face and he thinks his face is dirty. But he looks at the guy with the dirty face and he's not going to wash his face. The guy with the clean face says, if everyone's dirty, like, why do I have to wash my face? So he doesn't wash. No one washes their face. Oh, okay, I'm getting this, Rabbi. One more chance. He says, this is the last chance. And if you don't pass this, we don't study Talmud. He says, deal. 2 people fall down a chimney. One has a clean face, one has a dirty face. Who washes their face? And the graduate says, none of them. And the rabbi says, forget it. There's no hope. And the guy says, what? Tell me what? He says, let me ask you a question. This is what we do in Talmud a lot. We answer a question with a question. He says, let me ask you a question. 2 people fall down a chimney. One has a clean face and one has a dirty face. Is that even possible? That's a ridiculous story. The whole story doesn't make any sense. If you are willing to waste your time to answer a question that makes absolutely no sense, you're obviously not an intellectual person and you're wasting my time. Talmud is not for you.